Hi everyone, it's Angela with Create Your Future. I have a brand new video today. We are going to talk about revision. I want to talk about what revision is and how you can use it to help you get your manifestation, to help you get your desire. So revision is simply just a tool that helps you in your thought processes think differently about a past situation that is creating some anxiety within you, making you feel that you can't get your desire. So it's kind of just rewriting the past so that it's more agreeable to you and it sounds better and you're more comfortable in creating that new story and moving forward and creating the intentional story about what you want to manifest. So when we use revision, it's simply to help get into that mindset that helps you feel like your desire is attainable, helps you feel more in alignment with your desire coming to you and being possible, not being so difficult, being something that is going to be easier for you to manifest. So I'm going to use a specific person scenario kind of as our example as we talk through this, because it's something that a lot of people want to manifest. So if you are manifesting your specific person and say you have had a breakup that you feel is traumatic, the breakup was very traumatic, it was a really bad breakup, and say that you said things and did things that you are feeling really bad about. Maybe you have given meaning to the things that you said and did in such a way that you're saying, I know that my specific person could never forgive me for that. I know that my specific person can never get over the things that I said that I did. Maybe you're feeling really guilty. Maybe you're feeling shameful about all of that. Well, with revision, what you would do is create kind of a different scenario about that breakup. So an example is, when it comes into your mind, I wish I had not said that. I wish I hadn't done that. It was so bad what I said, it was so terrible. You begin to maybe create a different story, and you can say something like, it was just really a misunderstanding. My specific person, they just didn't really understand what I was trying to say. It was just really a lack of communication. It's not that big of a deal. You kind of take that thing, that negative thing that's on the pedestal because it's standing out to you in such a way that you feel like it has power over your situation. You kind of remove it and create something around it where you can begin to feel more comfortable with it, where you can begin to feel like it's not so significant, where you can feel like, it's not going to be a problem. It's not going to keep you from your manifestation. It's not going to be a stumbling block in, getting back together with your specific person. You kind of just de-escalate that situation. And so I kind of want to talk about the past and the future for just a minute too. So remember, you are consciousness at your core of who you are. You're an eternal part, you're an unlimited part, that part of you that is always has been and always will be, your consciousness. But you have this 3D body and you're experiencing this now moment, in the 3D. You can see, hear, taste, smell, touch, all of that in the 3D moment. That's how you're experiencing this now moment. But your past and your future, all of that is in what we would say the 4D. It's in the quantum, it's in the spiritual realm. It's all out there. And you can align with that at any point in time through your thoughts. I mean, that's what we're doing when we manifest. We are thinking about what we do want, the experience that we want to have, and we give it all of, those qualities as if it was really happening. How would I think? How would I feel? What would be going on within me? So we're aligning with that future experience through our thoughts. Well, you also can align with that past experience in your thoughts. And, think about if you have had something, in your 3D experience that was really frightening for you. If you think about it and dwell upon that really scary, frightening experience, you can begin to feel those emotions and those feelings that you had, when it initially happened. You're aligning with that past through your consciousness, your inner world. So if you're constantly going back to an old story with your specific person, and in particular, a bad experience, a bad breakup, bad things being said, bad things being done, you're keeping yourself in that moment because you're feeling that, you're aligning with it, you're actually experiencing it again internally. So you can choose anything that you want, just as you're choosing a new thing for your future experience. You can also choose something different for that past experience. That is revision. That helps get you unstuck from that old story and feeling like that old story is powerful, that you're going to just have to, stay in that experience and live out repercussions of that forever. You create something different in the past that is easier for you to now move forward in your future desire, your future intended manifestation. I hope all of that just made sense. So you take that thing that seems so huge and so big, that mistake, that problem, that thing that you said, that thing that they said, you take it off the pedestal, you don't give it power, and you recreate it to be something that's more manageable, easier, makes you feel better about moving forward. You just simply revise that. You can even, revise things that people have said to you. If someone has said, I don't ever want to see you again, I want nothing to do with you, I don't like you, I don't care about you. You can ignore what is happening in that moment in that 3D, and that you don't have to respond to those words, but you can go internally and you can revise a different scenario with that. Maybe if someone has said some, very hurtful things to you, I don't like you and I don't ever want to see you again, you can create a situation, you can revise that where, they are immediately calling you and saying, you know what, I am so sorry I said those things. I didn't mean them. You're too important to me to, ever let go of, and please forgive me. So you can revise all of this. You can revise the things that you have done. You can revise the things that other people have done. You're just selecting a different story for that past so that you feel more empowered and more free to believe in the new story. Because that's what it's all about, right? You are creating the new story so that you can move forward and live that new story. So I understand sometimes those past things seem so strong. They were so hurtful. They were so painful. Or maybe you did something you feel so ashamed that you can feel stuck in that. You can feel trapped in that whole story, in that whole scenario. And it's very important to break out of that. And remember, this now moment is how you're experiencing the 3D. And your past and your future are all out there in that quantum. And you can choose those things to be whatever you want. And you can align with them internally. You can improve the way you feel about them. And you can move forward and create new stories and new outcomes for yourself, for your specific person, for your relationship. And that's what I really want to zero in on this video is, for your specific person, if, there has been that bad breakup and those bad things that have been said and those hurtful things, and you are in that place where you feel like, because all of this has happened in the past, we can never get back together. They can never forgive me. We can never, rebuild and have a good relationship. Stop and go back and look at those very particular things that are standing out to you and change them. Change them so that they are not so significant. De-escalate, say it really wasn't that big of a deal. They really didn't mean what they said. It was, it was just a misunderstanding. It was just a lack of communication. Things are always fine. Things always work out. Just de-escalate that negative, revise it, take it off the pedestal, and don't give it so much importance, and create it to be something that, is easily fixed and it's easily repaired. And now we're moving forward and this is going to work. That's simply how you do it. And it's all about getting you to that place where you begin to feel comfortable with the new story. You begin to feel free from that old story. You begin to release yourself from the guilt or the shame or those negative feelings. And as you are released from that, your internal space begins to take on more strength to believe in the positive new story that you're creating. It's all internal. It's all internal. Doesn't matter, what you've said or done. Recreate it. Make it over so it's manageable for you, because this whole experience is all stemming from your internal world and it's pushing out. So I hope this is very encouraging. I intend that it's very encouraging, especially if you have felt really trapped in a past story, if you felt very powerless to get out of that mindset and that emotional space of feeling, that you are now in a situation and you can't get out of it because, XYZ has happened. You can change it. You can revise it. And you don't have to go outside of you and explain to anybody else. You just go within and change that and create that feeling of, forgiveness. It's okay. It's going to get better. Things are fine. You create all of that within you. So I intend that this was very helpful for you. And if you have, revised something and it's made a difference in a manifestation and the outcome, and you've seen that positive change, leave a comment below on how you revised and what you did, because it would be really encouraging for people to read that and, see how it's worked and give people encouragement to apply it in their own lives. So guys, if you would like to work with me one-on-one, I want you to know I'm available for coaching and I would love to help you. I can help you revise that story. I can help you find those blocks with your past, whatever they might be, to create intentions and affirmations to get you moving forward, get you to your desire so that you have it in your 3D reality. And I also have a course out, Awaken to I Am, a very, very foundational course that helps you step into your power, step into your I am state. The I am is within you. It's there flowing through you. And when you become aware of that and wake up to that, you see manifestations across the board, whether it's finances, health, relationships, friends, family. You see so many things begin to come in much more easier. So if you'd like to check out my course, that is also in the description box. The links for coaching with me are in the box. So I'd love to help you, love to work with you, and I appreciate you watching. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.